Hello dear audience. Today we embark on a thrilling and emotional journey. The quest for king crabs, one of the most luxurious seafood delicacies in the world. King crab is not only a lavish dish gracing the tables of fine dining, but also a symbol of wealth hidden in icy oceans. So what makes in Russia's Sea of Okhotsk, the king crab population is equally abundant, contributing about 25% of the global supply. In total, the annual king crab catch worldwide reaches approximately 100 million pounds, equivalent to the weight of over 11,000 African elephants. Not only do they boast an impressive appearance, with sizes reaching up to 3 feet and weighing over 10 pounds each, but king crabs are also considered top-tier seafood, with retail prices as high as $50 to $60 per pound in premium restaurants. Their rarity and exceptional economic value has made them the top target for brave fishermen in the world's coldest seas. But bringing fishing ships, the floating fortresses, designed to withstand some of the harshest natural conditions on Earth. In the Bering Sea, Alaska, these ships range from 120 to 200 feet long, equivalent to the length of 5 buses lined up. These are equipped with state-of-the-art systems such as GPS navigation, weather radar, and enormous refrigerated holds to ensure the crabs remain in peak condition. Each ship typically has 8 to 12 crew members working tirelessly throughout the 10-day to 2-week journey. The work is divided into several roles, from the captain and machinery operators to fishermen responsible for deploying traps and sorting crabs. All must operate like a well-oiled machine. In contrast, in Norway, king crab fishing boats are typically smaller and designed to maneuver through narrow fjords, where crab populations are most concentrated. Once the fishing vessels leave port, the real journey begins. The first and most crucial operation is deploying the crab pots to the ocean floor. These pots are no ordinary equipment. Each weighs up to 600 pounds and is made of reinforced steel and costs as much as $1,200 each. Each vessel typically carries between 100 and 150 of these pots, neatly stacked on deck before heading out to sea. Baiting the pots is an art in itself. The bait is usually herring or bed crevices. Marker buoys are attached to each pot to ensure they can be located under harsh weather conditions. After all the pots are deployed, the fishermen enter a waiting phase that typically lasts 12 to 24 hours. During this time, they check equipment, prepare quick meals, or take short breaks to recover their energy. However, many choose to fish or repair tools to stay ready for their next haul. Waiting is often the hardest part. The fishermen can only hope the pots will yield a bountiful catch, but no one can be sure until the pots are hauled back up. After hours of anticipation, the most thrilling moment of the journey arrives: hauling the crab pots. This is not only the most dramatic part of the domestic markets in the US and exports to Japan and South Korea. Not all fishing regions are the same, creating significant differences in the king crab industry. Let's start with Alaska, where the Bering Sea delivers the world's largest king crab harvest, accounting for up to 70% of the global supply. Meanwhile, in the Sea of Vostok in Russia, conditions are far harsher, with temperatures dropping below -30 degrees Fahrenheit, making navigation and fishing a true challenge. Fishing vessels often have to break through ice to reach the crab-rich areas, and the average catch per ship is only around 40 to 50,000 pounds of crab per season. That said, if the total catch falls below 30,000 pounds, it's considered a failed trip, putting tremendous pressure on both the captain and the crew. In regions like the Bering Sea, each pound of king crab can generate $50 to $60 in revenue, but operating costs for a large vessel can reach up to $10,000 a day. Fishing regulations also play a crucial role in determining the catch. In Alaska, the king crab fishing season is limited to just 2 to 3 weeks, and every vessel must adhere to strict quotas. Crabs that do not meet the size requirement, usually under 6.5 inches, must be returned to the sea in order to preserve the resource. King crab is not only a symbol of the fishing industry, but also at $60, American lobster usually fetches $20 to $25 a pound, and salmon is priced at just $8 to $10 a pound. This highlights the unique and exceptional value of the king crab in the market. Major markets for king crab include Japan, South Korea, and various European countries. In Japan, king crab commands the highest prices, sometimes reaching $100 per pound in upscale restaurants. Additionally, the king crab industry drives growth in supporting sectors such as fishing vessel manufacturing, trap maintenance, and logistics services. Each successful fishing season not only brings substantial income to fishermen, but also contributes to the sustainable development of skilled fishermen. The impressive figures, from the hundreds of millions of dollars in economic value, tens of thousands of jobs created, to the cultural diversity the king crab represents, prove that this is not just an industry, but a source of pride for many coastal nations. Let us cherish each dish brought to us from the sea, and remember that behind every king crab lies a story of dedication, effort, and hope. The journey of fishermen on the open sea is always fraught with danger, but is also filled with excitement of a potential massive catch. Here is of around 170 feet. Once the net is fully developed, the opening is drawn tight, forming a massive bag that traps the tuna inside. This process can take several hours. Finally, the fishermen use cranes with high-powered winches to pull the nets in and bring the fish closer to the vessel. After being hauled aboard, the tuna are flash frozen at temperatures of -40 degrees Fahrenheit or lower to ensure optimal quality. Red snapper, which often dwell near the seabed, require fishing crews to target areas with strong currents and abundant food sources. During the net hauling process, fishermen monitor the tension closely, making adjustments as needed to prevent the net